check all our water sprinklers, rear scraper, no lights for damage. Check our hoses, drum rubbers for a visual check. Any visual signs of glass damage. Walk around the machine. Again on the front drum, same as the rear, scrapers, water sprinklers, lights. Our edge press cutting wheel. Again our hoses and our water tank filler. The lock. Always visually just check that no one's fiddling around the machine. We have the rear back, the hydraulic oil level on the machine. Okay. And on the opposite side we have our coolant level. When opening the doors, as per the sticker, just be aware if the machine is on a slope, we undo the door, it can come out and crush it. Something to be aware of. Open the door out and allow the lock to close in. Battery isolator. It's our windscreen washer. It's our AdBlue DEF. This has to be very clean, no contamination, or we'll have engine errors show up. It's our air filter. Our water, we have the main drain here, and you should. One underneath the other side. Temperature sensor, just a visual check for any leaks within the machine. This is the engine oil filler. So again, just a look to see if there's any leaks, any pipes loose. It's down behind, and the level should be between the mark. I won't undo it. Maybe I will. And the same the other side. Just repeat the ball. Inside here is a filter. Okay, so we can undo fitting. When the tank is empty, undo the drain, and we can clean the filter. There's also a pump drain. There's the diesel filler. This can be reached via 3 points of contact. Seat can be adjusted. We'll turn 180 degrees. Push the lever down. Move from side to side. Make the seat comfy for operation. Turn the ignition on. First we'll see if we have any errors. Ignition's on. Ignition on. We have CTO in the display, no CAN connection. First thing is to check the emergency stop. The emergency stop is down. Now we have our main display. We have our water tank level, fuel level, water tank level, AdBlue level. But this can be found by going into the service mode.
Right, so that's service.
The yellow buttons.
Yep.
Which then we can change both displays. So the left hand button changes the top display. We have hours of the machine, water tank percentage level, litres an hour fuel burnt, and AdBlue level. The lower setting, battery voltage, temperature, oil temperature, DPF percentage, and frequency of the vibration. Here we have our park brake light, seat armrest light, and battery charge light. Let's see, that's all you come up really. In this display, this is our asphalt manager, which we can change the settings of the material we want to compact. We can have in manual and change horizontal oscillation up to full compaction. Manually push A, automatic, and we can preset the material thickness we wish to require. And this display is the asphalt temperature. Working lights, side and headlights, hazard warning, indicator left and right. This is for our regeneration on our exhaust system. It just needs to be left in automatic mode. If we need to do a standstill regeneration, we will have engine error codes and then we can activate the switch. This is usually at 500 hours. We have 3 RPMs for the engine, minimum, eco, maximum. We have fan speed, and we have our heater, temperature control. Front wiper and washer, rear wiper and washer, flashing beacon, front cab working lights, rear cab working lights, side cab lights, and drum lights, heated rear windscreen. The fuses above are for these functions. Underneath we have the interior lights, armrest needs to be down for the machine to move. If the armrest is up and we try to move the machine, we'll end up getting an error code showing in the display. Move the lever back to brake, armrest down, then the machine will move. Steering control, left and right. We have a water timer, 0 to maximum, adjusting our water for our drum. We have drum only for the water sprinkler, drum and edge cutter, or edge cutter only. We have 2 pumps on the machine for the water system, pump 1 and pump 2. It's always good to switch between the pumps daily to make sure both pumps are working. We have a steering bias switch, so we can send the steering biasing left or right depending on how far we want the rear steering to move. In this mode we have follow steering for the rear and front. In this mode we have automatic centering. If we go forwards, the rear will, and we turn, the rear will automatically go straight. If we then reverse, the front will straighten and we can steer with the rear. We have front only steering, rear only steering, and crab steering. This switch, if we turn our seat 180 degrees, the light will then flash. We need to switch the switch over, then when we move the lever forwards, we will go forwards. If we go backwards, in the direction we are facing. We have high and low amplitude for rear drum only. This also switches on our vibration. We have automatic vibration or manual vibration. Manual vibration is via the push button. Automatic is when the lever is moved and we start to move forwards, the vibration will then start. As we pull back to neutral, the vibration will stop. On the next switch we have front drum, asphalt manager, both drums, and rear drum. The rear drum is only high and low amplitude. The front drum, asphalt manager, is controlled via the display. This switch here is from service mode. We can have the optional chip spreader or the optional edge cutter. This switch has 12 positions and is our speed. We have a speed for loading, and if we set the speed for argument's sake at 4 and we move our lever forwards, our travel lever, it will only reach a maximum speed which is proportionally controlled to that setting. Our travel lever, we have 4 buttons on the top and 4 behind. We have vibration, edge cutter up and down, horn, and on the reverse, if we are in edge cutter mode, our yellow buttons will change the steering, as will the blue buttons, the rear steering. For the lever over to the right is in park. If we move the lever out, the brake is released. If you're on an incline, the machine will roll hydrostatically. To move forwards, move the lever out of brake and gradually move forwards to the desired speed. When pulling the machine to a stop, slowly pull the lever back to neutral and then into park. If you pull it back too fast and put it into park, it will put the parking brake on and can create problems in your mat. The same for reverse. We pull the lever back slowly to our full required speed and move the lever back to neutral to stop, then park. Before starting the machine, just make sure our seat is comfortable. We have our seat belt on.